Hey, this is Brian Jones, and welcome to another week of college football this week, presented by Nissan. You didn't expect a sudden storm, but you can expect to weather it with the 2016 Nissan Rogues, available intuitive all-wheel drive. And right now, expect big savings on Nissan's capable CUV lineup. Take on the everyday. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today. All right, let's take a look back at some of last week's ball games. We got to start with the big upset. Ohio State, the Buckeyes, number 2 in the nation, waltzing into Happy Valley, and they left sad. A big upset by Penn State. Huge signature win by James Franklin and the Nittany Lions. They needed this one. They got some linebackers back, and that was the key to this ball game. Kabinda, and you also had Bell at that linebacker position coming up huge. 13 tackles and a sack, then 19 tackles and a sack. And, of course, the big scoop and score on the blocked field goal. So, huge win for the Nittany Lions. Congrats on that one, Coach Franklin. Also, moving on, another upset. SMU, that's right, the Mustangs over the Houston Cougars. This was the old Southwest Conference ball game, and it was SMU getting the better of the Houston Cougars. So much of that talk about Coach Tom Herman heading somewhere else. You need to pump your brakes. We're about the Cougars for now. Big win for Chad Morris and that Mustang family. The Mustangs are back. Maybe they are, but they can really smile and lean on that win for a long, long time. That was good to see. And then staying in the state of Texas, a big shootout in my hometown of Lubbock, Oklahoma, taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Are you kidding me? 66-59? Defense was optional in this baby. I mean, it was like watching a tennis match, left and right, and right and left, right and left. It was incredible. If you like offense, if you like defense like me, you don't want to see any more games like that, right? Come on, somebody tackle someone, would you? Please. All right, enough with looking backwards. Let's look forward, and we got some big ball games on the docket. None more so than Clemson. Undefeated Clemson. They're unconquered. Can they stay that way? Taking on Florida State. Remember Florida State early in the year, they took on some of these spread teams. They were able to keep Chad Kelly and Ole Miss at bay, winning that ball game. But versus USF, they gave up almost 300 yards on the ground. And remember what Louisville did to them? Over 300 yards on the turf with Mr. Lamar Jackson. But that defense has gotten much, much better. Shut down Miami's running game and also Wake Forest. Okay, yeah, I threw Wake Forest in there. Give Wake Forest a little credit. So this is a different Florida State defense taking on this Clemson offense that struggled at times. You know who I'm picking in this one? I'm going with the home team. That's right. Florida State's going to upset the Clemson Tigers there in Tallahassee. Next, how about the Big Ten? Nebraska, undefeated Nebraska, 7-0. The best start to a season ever for their head coach, Mike Riley, no matter where he's been in college football. And the only other place he's been is Oregon State, but he's never had a start like this. They are rolling. They are somewhat banged up, especially on that offensive line, and they're going to need to be healthy on O-line, taking on an extremely physical defense there at Wisconsin. How many big games does Wisconsin play this year? It seems like each and every week we're talking about them taking on another stellar team. Last week they went on the road versus Iowa. I think they win this one as well. Corey Clement is running like crazy. Back-to-back games, well over 100 yards. And Hornibrook or Bart Houston, whoever plays at quarterback, they're going to do just fine. I'm rolling with the Badgers there in Camp Randall. And last but not least, a big one out west, Washington taking on Utah. Washington still sitting there undefeated. Jake Browning's been outstanding. 25, 26 touchdowns, only 2 picks on the season. Hit well over 70% of his passes. Myles Gaskin, another 100-yard game versus Oregon State last week. But the Utes, speaking of running backs, they lose 2 of their running backs. A guy that retired is now back, and that's Joe Williams. And 2 weeks in a row, over 200, then over 300 versus UCLA, and that shootout there in Pasadena. How about this football team? They are really rolling. You know, Salt Lake City is going to be a difficult place to play and win, but I'm rolling with the Huskies. The Huskies, they will get it done. Mark my word. I bet you didn't believe that I picked Boise State to lose last week, right? You didn't believe that, and they almost did. They blocked the kick there by BYU in the end, and I bet you didn't expect a sudden storm, but you can expect to weather it with the 2016 Nissan Rogues, available intuitive all-wheel drive. And right now, expect big savings on Nissan's capable CUV lineup. Take on the everyday. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today. All right, there you have it. My picks, my look back, my look forward, everything you need for this coming week's college football slate. We'll see you right back here on College Football This Week next week.